Welcome back to my channel. This is Project Hartsdale. This is a renovated side split in the GTA that we did about 3 years ago. It was originally owned by one family, built in the 60s, and then sold by the children after the parents had passed away. And the young couple who bought it has now just had their own baby, and the cycle repeats. We'll walk through and I'll talk to you about a few of the design decisions that I made, one of them being right here in the foyer. So you can see this beautiful arch. This was created, we lined it up with the fireplace in the family room, dining room. And I've done this little treatment, which you've seen me do before, a little MDF detail that gives the crown molding some beautiful cuts, as well as creates importance for that doorway. And then I've taken this little design detail that you see behind me, and I repeated this on the fireplace. Again, we've talked about continuity in details through the house, and this is an introduction to what you're going to find in the family room. And I just thought it was a nice way to bring in some mirror without it being a typical store-bought piece. And then we've talked again about shoe storage. Here, a store-bought cabinet that the homeowners sprayed the glass with a frosting, and this is where they keep their shoes. This house is all about function as well as style. Let's have a look. As you'll see, the kitchen is one of the biggest transformations in the house. We took what was once a very dark, typical U-shaped peninsula with a small eating area, and we completely blew everything out. And we also opened up a small regular archway opening with a door to the dining room, and now made this more open concept. And I also did a beautiful feature wall here behind me. Again, this is a young couple, so we gave them a light and airy kitchen. Not white. This is a very pale gray, but it reads white. And in case you haven't noticed, in our walkthrough, the client's favorite color is blue. So we've incorporated that where we could, and here you see it in this beautiful island. So this is the original eating area of this kitchen. The first thing that we did was we replaced the door with these sliders, and then I designed this unit behind me as a coffee station. For those of you who follow, you know that I love to have a dedicated area for coffee and breakfast so that you're out of the way of the cook and all the commotion on the other side of the room. So plenty of storage, plenty of display, plenty of function. And as always, I started this project, like every other project, with a furniture plan. That lets me see the room from the ground up. So in this home, we did do custom furnishings. The wife's father is in the business of upholstery and making furniture, so we took advantage of that, and this way we were able to choose our colors and patterns and create a beautiful color scheme for them in their favorite colors. You'll see that at the entrance, I opened up the wall that separated the hallway from this living room by creating 3 open peekaboos into this room, and then I repeated those 3 rectangles by putting mirrors here on the back wall that line up perfectly with our peekaboos. And then we kept this beautiful window to the front street open and did this beautiful little chaise, a favorite spot of the dog, and then just kept everything else really simple. Here at the fireplace, you'll see it's an open cavity. This was actually designed for a frame TV, which, like most young couples, they don't have quite the budget, especially here in the Toronto area. A lot of young couples are reliant on their parents, if possible, helping them out, which in the case of this couple, they were blessed to have that. So what I had them do was I had them focus the budget on things that couldn't be done later. Pot lights, flooring, carpentry details, things like that. So we've designed this, we've created it, it's the perfect size for a frame TV, and then one day when budget allows, they'll be able to pop that in here. We wanted a frame TV just because this is the formal living room, dining room, and you're going to see on our tour there are 2 other areas for the family to relax. And then this takes us right into the dining room. Now we've talked about this archway that I've opened up that divided the kitchen from the formal dining room. So originally this was just a small doorway here. I've put in a beam, we've taken advantage of the full width of this wall and created this really beautiful open concept space. Couple of bar stools in the kitchen for breakfast or quick snacks, and then they've got formal dining as well as everyday dining here with their formal living room. I've kept it, again, young and youthful. We've used fabrics that are full of that are Krypton fabrics, so they're easily wipeable for kids' spills or adult spills. Let's take a look at the rest of the house. We're in the primary bedroom, and I'm standing here for a reason. I want to talk to you a little bit about the changes that I made here. There was a closet door here, a single door to a closet, and then on this side was another closet but double door. And then what happened is the 2 walls here sort of met, and then this was all dead space. So we're going to see the nursery in a minute, and behind this closet here was the closet for what is now the nursery. And then there was a very small, maybe 32 inch by 32 inch shower in the master ensuite, the primary ensuite. So I'm going to show you what we did in the ensuite by reconfiguring closets, and then I want you to see this beautiful wall-to-wall closets that we did. So I keep mentioning when you're doing renovations, when you're building, you need to put your money into things that can't be done later. This is something that obviously could have been done, but we decided to allot some of the budget to making the primary bedroom work from day one. We did a lot of custom in this room, I'm not going to lie. We started off with the custom headboard bed. Again, we established the size that would fit on this wall. The bed was made. We did very simple bedding with a custom bolster. And then this was a Home Goods find that I just recovered. I don't know if I've talked about that before, that sometimes I find it's more economical to find ready-made frames rather than having things made custom, and then we just recover them. And then to keep the room really simple, I actually took the same fabric for the headboard and made these beautiful drapery panels. And I think this is an incredibly soothing room for the primary bedroom. So this is the ensuite for the primary. So I want to talk to you again about some of the changes that we've just discussed on the outside. So here's our shower. So if you can imagine what this ensuite was like, our door was all the way over to the end. I've actually centered it and made it a pocket so that we don't have a swing interfering into what's kind of a tight bathroom. And our shower would have come to about here because, again, we had closet on the other side as well as closet back here. By reconfiguring all of this and taking that closet away from the nursery, I did add it back, and I'll show you once we get there where. I was now able to give them a proper size walk-in shower as well as a double sink. They only had a single sink here before. So this is why it was worth it to do all that configuring. We gained a lot for the primary master. Add marble floors, we heated them, beautiful vanity. And I think this turned out to be a fantastic ensuite for this young couple. The nursery. The process was actually started 3 years ago when we initially renovated this home for the homeowners. We knew the room would be used as such, so I made drapery selections at that time so that it would be gender neutral. Now, the closet that I talked about earlier was on this wall behind me, and I've moved it over to the other wall. The other bedroom was large enough that by my stealing from it didn't compromise the size of the room and the efficacy of that room. So what I've done behind me to play up the fact that this is a child's room in a nursery is we did this beautiful floor-to-ceiling bookcase that you see behind me. It's a great way to store and display favorite books of the child as they grow, and can easily be rotated out so it looks like a new library every month. When we first arrived at the house, there was actually a wall here that hid the main bathroom from the main floor, and there was a linen closet here. But I felt that since there was already another linen closet on the other side of this staircase, we didn't really need this one. And I felt that by putting railing here rather than this heavy wall, it just made the space feel more airy and larger. And then for the main bathroom, I took away the swing door and I did this pocket door. Again, I try to, whenever possible and when budget permits, to replace swing doors with a pocket when they interfere with the floor space. Have a look at what we've done for the main bathroom. The main bath. As you can see from our before picture, this was very dated, and it was a large room, but it wasn't being used efficiently. We brought a plumber in. We had a double sink put in instead of the single that you saw in the before. Again, added some beautiful marble mosaic tiles, refreshed the whole bathroom. We basically gutted it down, and we created this really beautiful spa bathroom for the children and adults alike. The lower level is what we wanted to do for the future as a teen retreat. We gave some closet area for overflow from the main floor. We gave a little desk area, and this was done actually pre-COVID and wound up coming in handy during the last couple of lockdowns that we've had here in Ontario. And then this huge sectional couch, which really brings the family together, invites guests, kids, friends. It's a big enough space that everybody has a seat here. Beautiful fireplace. We kept the details down here very simple. Again, much younger. We didn't go crazy. We wanted the budget upstairs. And this basically, we have a laundry room down here, a storage room down here. We've got the little bar area. So it really encompasses a really nice teen retreat. We hope you've enjoyed this tour of Project Heartstyle. Please like, comment, and share. Let us know how we're doing and what you'd like to see for future videos. Thanks for coming on today's tour.